Wurkkos TD07, one of the best tactical flashlight from Wurkkos. So today we finally have it and we will look into all the details. So let's quickly unbox this. Hello everyone, welcome to EDC Glue and Gears. So today we have the TD07 from Wurkkos, one of the best 18350 cell tactical flashlight. So we have this in green color with SFT25R, which produces around 6 to 6500 kelvins of color temperature. So it has a maximum of 479 meters of throw, and it can produce 1300 lumens of max brightness. So let's quickly look at the box. So you can see we have 2 lumens of moonlight mode, and the turbo is 1300 lumens. So this is IP68, and where is the drop? So there should be a mention of drop protection. I'm pretty sure it has. Alright, so no worries, we will look into that. So let's quickly unbox. And I have the extension tube for this, which is here, and I will show you why I bought this. So we get the notice which says that we have an insulation for the battery contact, which we have to remove so that we can use it. This is the manual. It's pretty straightforward and the UI is extremely simple to use. So you have the details here, and then you have the UI. So I will highly request you to go through this UI or the manual so that you know the operations very well. So you have a rotary dial to select the tactical, lockout or outdoor mode, and then you have all these options which I'll go ahead and show you. So let's keep this aside. Here you go. You have the 2 O-rings, one USB-C to USB-C charging cable. Let's keep it inside. And then we have the TD07. Beautiful. How tiny is it? Look at it. It fits into the hand really well. And you can see the thumb rests on the tactical switch very naturally. So you can hit with your joint or with the tip. Very good. And this is the rotary dial. It shows the direction how the battery should be inserted. Then you have this nice ring with a rubber insert. You can grab it like this, or you can swing. It's up to your imagination how you want it. So we have a LED indicator which indicates the charge level. Then we have the SFT25R and a very smooth reflector. This also comes with a anti-reflective coating on this glass. It's pretty nice. And here is the rotary dial. This is really satisfying. The friction is so uniformed, and the click is really, you can fidget with this all day long. And then you have the tactical switch. You have half press and full press. So let's get the insulator off. We have 18350 cell. I don't have this particular cell in my collection. This is the first one. This is tiny. This is tiny. This is a 18650, and you can see in front of this 18650, this is tiny. So let's look into the beam pattern. The machining is really well. There is no squeak, no crease. It's very smooth. Alright, so on the rotary dial, if we are on the lockout mode and if we do a half press, it gives you the moonlight mode, which is 2 lumens. And then if you rotate this to tactical mode, half press gives you the full brightness of the turbo, which is 1300 lumen, and full press gives you strobe, which is also 1300 lumens. Then if you rotate the dial to outdoor mode, half press will power on the flashlight, half press will move to the next brightness, medium, click, or half press to high, goes back to low, and full press will switch it off. Half press, double click will give you turbo 2. Okay, so we don't get strobe on this. 1 2 3, no. So double click will give you full brightness, single click will go back to the normal brightness, and if you click once or half press once, it will change the brightness level. Alright, so I wanted to show you, because of the cell size, I think I will be restricted to the capacity, and I might run out of the battery very soon. So that's the reason I opted for uh, this extension, where I can use a 18650 cell and use this particular flashlight. So let's quickly do that. First, we have to remove the tail cap. We have to remove the barrel. Just ensure that you pull this little out, because otherwise it's going to scratch the body. So just push it out a little bit, or you can just unclip this. Yeah, it's better. I don't want to scratch the new flashlight. So you can see the threading is slightly different. So this is slightly smaller and this is slightly thicker. So that thicker side will go towards the head of the driver, and before we screw in that, we have a nice spring. So if you drop this accidentally, it's not going to damage the driver. It's going to protect it from the drop. Nice. So you have converted this from 18350 to 18650 cell. So the height increases, and it is probably the same size of TS28 now. Yes, it is exactly the same height now. So this is a TS28. If I can even stand, you can see it's almost the same size, and the machining feels pretty similar to what we have on the TS28, though this is a 21700 cell and this is a 18650. So now you have slightly longer tactile switch, then you can put this clip back and you can still use it the same way. So this is tactical mode, half press, full 1300 lumen turbo, full press gives you strobe, lockout mode, half press gives you the moonlight, and then the regular outdoor mode, which is half press to power it on, half click to cycle through the brightness, and full press will switch it off. So I'm really digging this. I'm really liking this. I always love SFT25R because of their pointy hotspot. So we have another guy which is TS12, which also has the same uh, emitter, which is SFT25R. So let's see side by side how does it look. So this is in outdoor mode, yes, and let's have it on. You can see they have pretty much the same hotspot. So let's go to the medium, sorry, press and hold, medium, high, high. So you can see they have exactly the same kind of beam pattern. And yeah, even up close you can see the donut, though when you are using this it's not going to be visible. Yeah, I love SFT25R because of this hotspot and then a clean spill. So I guess you saw everything on this. Let's go outside and see how it performs. So today we have Wurkkos TD07, a tactical flashlight. I have been eyeing on this for a very long time, and then I finally got it. So this comes with a SFT25R and a smooth reflector. So there is a proper thrower, and it's tiny. You can see in my hand, it's very small. So this comes with a 18350 battery, and Wurkkos does sell a longer shell or a body, or the what do you call it, the battery compartment, which is slightly longer, so that you can use a 18650 battery and use this particular flashlight. So this has a beautiful rotary dial which you can select. So the first one which you see is the tactical mode, then you have the lockout, and then you have the outdoor mode. And this dial is extremely satisfying. You can hear the clicks, it's extremely satisfying. And then you have the two-stage tail button. So on lockout mode, if you press halfway, you can see it powers on the moonlight mode. So let me switch it to tactical mode. So in tactical mode, half press will give you the full brightness or the turbo, and full press will give you strobe. So this is half press. Wow, this is amazing. So it has a very intense hotspot, and next to that you can see, probably the camera is not doing justice to this. So the hotspot, and there's a little bit of spill, and then from that exterior spill you have a very mild larger spill. So the hotspot is very tight and very concentrated. So that's the reason I'm able to push this to this particular tree line, then there's next one, and then the line, the tree behind this. So it's very cold today and it's very foggy. That's the reason it might not come on the camera, but let me just point it around. You can see, and I am still pressing halfway, and it is pushing the turbo brightness, which is 1300 lumens. And I can say that the head is getting hot, but it's not so hot that it holding it will be uncomfortable. So full press gives you strobe. All right, so now I'm switching to outdoor mode. Where is it? Yes. So this is the outdoor mode. So I'm switching the knob to outdoor mode. Now half press will power it on, and you can see it here. One half click will go to medium, half click goes to high, and if I click again, it will go to low. Double click will directly go to the highest brightness, which is the turbo. So you can see I can easily reach the end of the park, and I am holding it on the turbo, and you can see it has not stepped down yet. Probably a little bit, but the brightness is still high, very high. So full press will switch it off. All right, so just to see how it performs, I got the SKO5 Pro by Loop Gear, because it also has a smooth reflector and a SFT25R. So let's see how it does side by side. So let me switch to the spot. So on my left, you can see this is the Loop Gear SKO5 Pro with SFT25R with a smooth reflector. On my right, you can see this is the TD07. Let me move to medium brightness. So this is SKO5 Pro and this is TD07. Let's move to high. Let's move to high. So you can see the
Loop gear has a very clean hotspot, where on the TD07 it has intense hotspot. Along with that, it has a little bit of spill. And for the loop gear, there is a spill, but there's no outer ring. Like this, it has an outer ring, and then there's a spill. So let's switch it off. Let's go to turbo. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Switch it on. Go to low. Switch it on. Go to low. Double tap. Turbo. Double tap. Turbo. So on the left, you can see this is 1030 or 1060 lumens turbo on SKO5 Pro, and this is 1300 lumens. So just because of the reflector, the beam pattern is slightly different, but both are using the same SFT25R. So on my left is the SKO5 Pro, on the right TD07. So let me switch it off. All right, so I just fell in love with this TD07. This is fantastic. I cannot see any other flashlight of this category does so well, so I still have to look and probably explore more to find something of this similar caliber or maybe better. So all right, so let's go inside. This is TD07.
Okay, so you saw the beam shot. It performs really well. That SFT25R and the smooth reflector, that combination is really nice. So it creates a really intense hotspot and it throws really well. I was surprised by the performance, especially the heat management, where I was pushing it most of the time in 1300 lumens, which is the turbo, but it was not stepping down significantly like other flashlight does. And even the head was getting hot, but it was not uncomfortable enough for me to shift my hand down on, because I was constantly checking if it was uncomfortable, but it was not. It was warm to the touch. I won't lie. It was getting hot, but it was a warm which I can comfortably hold on to, but it's not that it's going to burn my hand. So I'm really impressed with this TD07, and I'm really liking this machining, the beam pattern, everything, the rotary dial. This is so fidgety, and I can do this the entire day. I know there is no reason to do that, but this feels that it, even though I keep doing this, it's not going to get bad. So that's really nice of Wurkkos, what they have done with this TD07, and I'm pretty impressed. I'll probably get another one, probably in black color, so that I have both of them, and I'm very happy, especially getting this extension so that I can use it with the 18650 cell rather than relying solely on the one which comes with this, which is this tiny 18350 cell. There's no complaint. The power, the output, and the brightness is exactly the same what we get for 18650. It's just the runtime. It's going to be much better on a 18650 cell. So probably I'll get another one which is in black color, and I'll get the extension body also. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you have any question before you want to buy, please drop in the comment. I will try to help you out with all the questions. And if you like this content, it will be a humble request to subscribe so that I can push out more contents like this to you and your friends who are into flashlight and EDC gears. So that will be really nice. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. You have a wonderful day. See you in the next one.